I welcome the announcement that the United States and Iran have agreed on a peace deal that provides for an immediate and permanent ceasefire, the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, and a framework for further negotiations. The conflict has had a devastating impact on human rights across the region and around the world. The last months have shown that the deep differences in the region cannot be resolved by military means. The renewed escalation between Hezbollah and Israel since 2nd of March has dragged the Lebanese people once again into a war that is not of their making. And I hope yesterday's announcement will also bring them much-needed relief. I call for an immediate end to hostilities, the withdrawal of Israel from Lebanese territory, and investigations into violations by all parties of international humanitarian and human rights law. In Gaza, Israeli forces have killed almost 1,000 Palestinians since the ceasefire was announced last October. The vast majority civilians. The Israeli authorities are pushing Palestinians into an ever-shrinking portion of the territory and imposing restrictions on life-saving aid. In the DRC, Gaza, Israel, Lebanon, and Myanmar, drone warfare is creating a new circle of hell. The UN has warned for many years against the development of lethal autonomous weapons. This reality is now upon us. States urgently need to consider the moral and legal questions this raises, agree on a common approach that protects civilian lives, and recommit to diplomacy and mediation. They must update legal frameworks to require human control and ensure accountability. Autonomous weapons cannot become a license for atrocity crimes. The prospect of billion-dollar AI-enabled weapons brought down by billion-dollar AI-enabled defensive shields exposes the horror, emptiness, and futility of war. In Haiti, gang violence has resulted in at least 2,000. Human rights need to be front and center of today's pressing issues, from the climate crisis to guidelines around artificial intelligence, from the Ebola outbreak to the Men's World Cup. And I encourage G7 leaders meeting across the lake to put human rights at the core of their discussions as a force for stability and progress.